I actually think that given her position of, restraining spending, she's going to make sure that there's no unfunded sort of spending. She's on pretty tight guardrails. So in the event, I think we're looking at a short-term issue. You're going to get that out of the way, and then you're going to focus back on the fundamentals.
If we focus back on fundamentals, what does that mean for the FTSE? Because quite frankly, the FTSE's a dog. I mean, it doesn't have the upside that a lot of these indices
sideways. I mean,
which makes it a dog compared to the near record levels.
Better than that direction.
But when you have the big moves on the upside on the DAX and the CAC and the Nasdaq and S&P, FTSE does nothing. Has done nothing for ages. Why is the FTSE a dog?
Well, firstly, it's an old school economy index. Right, but we all know that it's made up of no big sort of tech names on the FTSE, and look at where all the action has been over the last 2 years.
I thought there was supposed to be this great rotation going on this year, where everyone goes out of tech.
Well, there was, and what you're seeing is that people are starting to build positions. If you look at the numbers, actually, and I'll go to the wider index, the all shares actually done not too badly this year. I think something like 17%. It's still lagging effectively the US indices, but there was definitely the September fund manager survey actually saw most fund managers increasing their allocations effectively into the UK market. The problem with the September survey is that it's a little bit backward looking. The actual, when you actually talk to fund managers, because of the budget coming through, they're starting to cut back. So rather than the 45% weighting, they're moving to 30% in the UK. And I think that my view is that there is, they want to see through the budget. There's some concerns about changes to capital gains, etc., that might see some sort of selling in the near term.
So strategy-wise, it feels like we're sitting there watching a whole bunch of ads being served up, waiting for the movie, and next door someone's watching a blockbuster. Would you just switch seats, go and trade something else, go and find a different market at this stage because the UK is just hitting snooze?
No, I think, look, I mean, we talk to sort of long-term money managers, and, valuations are compelling. One of the most biggest drivers of long-term returns is the entry point that you get into a stock. Now, the UK is cheap. It's not as cheap as it has been sort of a year ago, so it's starting to sort of recover some of the ground, but it's still attracting a lot of interest.